Okay, so we have completed our first module. Our first module was about the fluid properties, and we saw what is center of pressure, what is pressure, what is atmospheric pressure, what is vacuum pressure, what is total pressure. Then we saw what about the center of pressure and the difference of pressure. Then we saw what are the instruments used for measuring the pressure, that is the manometers and piezometers. We saw what is U-tube differential manometers, what are simple manometers, etc. Then we saw the problems related to that. After that, we studied what are the total force and the center of pressure for various surfaces. That is for an horizontal surface, inclined surface, perpendicular surface, that is vertical surface, and for curved surface, and problems related to that. So that was our first module. So now we are starting our second module. This is our first class for second module. Second module is about buoyancy, flotation, and hydrodynamics. So today's class we are going to see what is buoyancy. So what is buoyancy? So this is the term related to fluid mechanics, related to the flotation of the body. So buoyancy, when a body is immersed in a fluid, an upward force is exerted by the fluid on the body. This upward force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body and is called the force of buoyancy or simply buoyancy. So what is buoyancy? See, whenever you have a large body of water and you place some object downwards, there will be a force exerted in the opposite direction. See, when you have a water body, when you are pushing the object downwards, there will be another force acting upwards, another resisting force acting upwards. So this resisting force is called force of buoyancy. So this, if this is the object, this will be the weight of the object. So that means when you are immersing a body, when your body is immersed in a fluid, there will be an upward force. And this upward force will be equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body. See, that means if you are having a water body, if you are immersing a body, if you are immersing a body inside the water, see, this is the volume of water displaced, right? This will be the volume of the water displaced, but the weight of the water displaced will be equal to the weight of the object. So that means, see, weight of this much. Okay, so that means your weight of the body will be equal to weight of the water displaced. At the same time, the volume of water displaced will be equal to volume of the body immersed in the fluid. That is the meaning of that. It will be clear while solving a problem. Okay. So buoyancy or buoyant force is nothing but the upward force exerting on the body when a body is immersed in the fluid. Now we will see what is center of buoyancy. So center of buoyancy is defined as the point. So it is a point like center of gravity. We all know what is center of gravity, where the whole area acts, right? Or mass acts, center of mass or center of gravity. Same way, here we have center of buoyancy. It is defined as the point through which the force of buoyancy is supposed to act. So this buoyancy force acts upwards, and it is a point where through which the buoyant force acts. As the force of buoyancy is vertical force and is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body, the center of buoyancy will be the center of gravity of the fluid displaced. Okay, so what we have already studied, this force of buoyancy will act in the vertical direction upwards. and this is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body. Therefore, the center of buoyancy will be the center of gravity of the fluid displaced. So, you find the fluid displaced. See, if this much amount of fluid is displaced, the center of gravity will be, if this distance is h, the center of gravity will be h by 2. So, this will be your center of buoyancy. This will be the distance of center of buoyancy. So now we will move on to the problem. One problem we will see today, that is, find the volume of water displaced. So first thing what we need to find is the volume of water displaced and position of center of buoyancy for a wooden block of width 2.5 meter and depth 1.5 meter when it floats horizontally in water. The density of wooden block is 650 kilogram per meter cube and its length is 6 meter. Okay, now see, it is given a wooden block. You have a body of water. A wooden block is floating in water. Wooden block is floating in water. The width of the wooden block is 2.5 meter and the depth is 1.5 meter. That means we will draw the diagram. See, you can see this is your water body, right? This is your water body. So, a wooden block of width 2.5 meter and depth 1.5 meter. That means its length. See, this is the cross section of this wooden block. So, your wooden block will be like this. Okay. So, here, see, you can see the length is 6 meter and the depth is 1.5 meter. So, this wooden block is floating in water, This is the free water surface. This is floating in water. So, this area of this cross section, see this part, if you take the cross section, you can find the width and depth. So, here the width of this block is 2.5 meter and the depth is 1.5 meter. Okay, width 2.5 meter, depth 1.5 meter and the length of the wooden block is 6 meter. So, this is floating in water now. So, we take, see, when it is floating in water, a small portion is projected above the surface of water. So, we will take the depth below the water surface as h, small h. The total depth of the wooden block is 1.5 meter. The depth below the water surface is taken as a small h. G is the center of gravity and B is the center of buoyancy. W is the weight of the wooden block. FB is the force of buoyancy of the experienced by the wooden block in the upward direction. Okay, so W is the weight acting downwards. So weight acts downwards. The force of buoyancy acts upwards. Both are vertical forces. Okay, so this weight of the wooden block will be equal to this force of buoyancy or will be equal to the buoyant force. Okay, now see, the width of the wooden block is 2.5 meter, the depth is 1.5 meter, length is given as 6 meter, the density of the wooden block is given as 650 kilogram per meter cube. Now, the weight of the block will be equal to the weight of the water displaced. That will be equal to the buoyant force. Okay. So, weight of the block is W, that is equal to weight of the water displaced. That will be our buoyant force. So, we know weight of the block is rho G into volume of the block. So, that is equal to, it is given, the density of the wooden block is given as 650 kilogram per meter cube. So, 650 into G is 9.81 multiplied by the volume of the wooden block. So length into breadth into depth. 2.5 into 1.5 into 6, we get 14347 Newton. So this is the weight of the block, that is equal to the weight of the water displaced. Now we know weight density of water is equal to, see, we need to find volume of water displaced. Volume of water displaced. Now what we have found is the weight of water displaced has been found. So from the weight of water displaced, we have to find what is the volume of water displaced. So we know the relationship between volume and weight. That is, weight density is equal to weight by volume. Right? We have already studied weight density is equal to weight by volume. So weight density of water is rho g. Mass density is equal to mass by volume. Weight density is equal to weight by volume. So here it is weight density of water. So that is equal to weight of the water by volume of water. So weight density is rho g. So we get volume of water is equal to weight by weight density. This is weight density rho g. So weight of water displaced, we have already calculated it as 14347 Newton divided by the weight density is rho into g. That is rho, the density for water is 1000 and g is 9.81. So we get the volume of water displaced will be 14.625 meter cube. So this is the volume of water displaced. See, volume of water displaced means this much of water. Okay. So this much of water, this much volume of water is, this volume is 14.625 meter cube. Now, see, this volume is equal to, this volume of water is equal to this much volume of wooden block. So, the volume of water, that means the volume of water displaced is equal to volume of the wooden block immersed in the fluid. Okay, so the volume of water displaced will be equal to the volume of the wooden block immersed in water. So volume of wooden block inside the water is equal to, or immersed in water is equal to, volume of water displaced. So what is the volume of wooden block inside the water or immersed in water is this 2.5 into length 6 into the depth is h. So 2.5 into h into 6, this is our length. Okay, h into 6 is equal to the volume of water displaced, that is 14.625. So from this we get h is equal to 975. So if h is equal to 975, the center of buoyancy will be equal to this h by 2. See, this center of gravity g is for the wooden block. Gravity is 1.5 by 2. This is center of gravity. Center of buoyancy is h by 2. Okay, this much water is displaced. So center of gravity of the water displaced, that is the center of buoyancy. So center of buoyancy is this h divided by 2. So we get our center of buoyancy as 0.4875 meter from the base or 0.4875 meter from free water surface. Okay. So h by 2. So from base or from the free water surface, both are same. Now see, this center of buoyancy lies below the center of gravity. The reason is, this is a floating body. If this is a floating body, the center of gravity of the floating body is 1.5 by 2. Whereas center of buoyancy is the center of gravity of the water displaced. So it is h by 2. That is why the center of buoyancy lies below the center of gravity of the wooden block. That means when a body is floating when a body is floating on a fluid surface, the center of buoyancy will lie, normally it lies below the center of gravity. So that's all for today. In the next class, we will see a few more problems on buoyancy. Thank you for today.